Live from Husker Harvest Days, this is the Sunrise Report. This special presentation is brought to you by the Nebraska Farm Bureau. Now let's go to the grounds for today's Husker Harvest Days Sunrise Report. Here's Bryce and Susan Littlefield.
Top of the morning to you, live from Husker Harvest Days. Bryce Duskett, Susan Littlefield back. This is actually our third year doing one of these morning reports.
It is absolutely amazing. Another beautiful day in store for us as we get ready to hit what's going to be a very busy Husker Harvest Days.
Yep, expected a full crowd. Yesterday was actually pretty rainy out here, but the improvements the grounds made last year, you can't even tell it rained.
Oh, not at all. We'll talk more about that with Matt Youngman coming up. You know, and I think that's what's one of the coolest things about the updates that they've done. With all the rain they've had over this year, it just washes it away, and we don't have to deal with the puddles anymore or any of the craziness we've had in the past.
Exactly. Well, Husker Harvest Days is officially back. Folks are rolling into our booth as we put on the final touches. We're lot 50. Of course, we want folks to stop by our booth as they find us on Main Street. Also want to give a shout out to the Nebraska Farm Bureau, located right next to us, as they're the official show sponsor this year. We've got some fun segments coming up that features the Farm Bureau and their sponsorship as well.
You bet. You know, and there's nothing more better in the middle of the day than to go over and get yourself a good snow cone to kind of revitalize you to keep going.
Also coming up on today's show, we'll look at weather. We've got a special report from Bill Boyer. New segment this year is HHD Eats, where we feature a food segment. I'm excited to show you that, and also have some breakfast sandwiches on set right after that segment. And as you mentioned, Matt Youngman is here, and he'll give us a little update. What are some of the things you'll talk about with him?
Well, we're going to talk about where we're at in the updates that we've seen since last year when they unveiled them. And of course, we knew that there was the storms that moved through and the opportunity to really pull themselves up by the bootstraps. The exhibitors just jumped right in and got everything cleaned up, and you wouldn't even know if you hadn't seen the news reports.
Well, let's head over to a new segment. Camera girl Hannah is standing by as we head over to the Nebraska Farm Bureau booth to see some of the things that you can experience and do. And like you said, Susan, those snow cones. Hannah, we'll send it to you.
Thanks, Bryce and Susan. I'm here with Phil Erdman in the Nebraska Farm Bureau booth, and I spy some T-shirts behind us. Can you tell me, what do I need to do to get a T-shirt?
Well, it's a fantastic question. All you have to do is donate $10 to the Nebraska Farm Bureau Foundation, and you can take home your own farmer or rancher T-shirt of any size. If you want a youth shirt, if you want an adult XXL, we have all sizes, and we're equal opportunity, farmer and rancher. Just like there's two types of music, country and western, we have farmer and rancher T-shirts.
I like that. And then also I spy some snow cones over here. What can I do for a snow cone?
Well, those are fantastically free. So you can't come to Husker Harvest Days without a Farm Bureau snow cone. So we have cherry, grape, and of course the kids' favorites, blue raspberry. So feel free to come by. These are going to be serving regardless rain, snow, sunshine, whatever. We're going to have snow cones for everybody to have.
Well, I'll be enjoying a snow cone while Bryce and Susan, you finish the morning show. Back to you.
Go.
Well, thanks so much,
Thanks, Bryce and Susan. I'm here with Phil Erdman in the Nebraska Farm Bureau.
Let's talk about all the things that are happening this first day.
So we're really excited. It looks like a beautiful weather day today and tomorrow, and looking forward to a great big crowd. We have combining demonstrations kicking off at 10:30, and then tillage at 11:30. Another combining demonstration at 1 o'clock. Haying demonstration at 2, plus a full slate of beef handling activities and seminars in the livestock industry.
Let's talk about that haying demonstration, because you guys have brand spanking new fields.
Yeah, everybody for about 15 years was used to the alfalfa being on the west side of the grounds, and so we've moved it. We have a brand new stand of alfalfa, and it's really good, producing some really high tonnage, and excited about how good those demos can be.
What I think is I love about Husker Harvest Days is so much boots on the ground when it comes to watching these crops and going out there and seeing them, and to know that the crops in those fields are the same this year.
It's been a rough growing season all the way around, starting back at a tough winter. But the crops are a little behind, but we've got a brand new drying system to demonstrate, so we'll have lots of great demonstrations going on. This is probably the coolest farm show in the country, because as I was coming up here for the interview, there was an empty cattle pot leaving for to unload all the cattle we can't have the demonstration.
So you know it's a great thing. Lots of folks, lots of volunteers that step in, and you've got an amazing staff. You cannot let them go by without saying thanks.
Yeah, I mean, everybody who steps up, and we're not going to take a lot of credit, but everybody who steps up and makes this happen, we don't really it's them that do the hospitality to all of these businesses.
Before we wrap it up, what's your favorite part of it?
Getting the gate open, the national anthem at 8 o'clock, getting the gate open, and not having very much regular traffic.
Matt Youngman joining us, and we're going to have more. We're going to send over to Bryce with the weather update.
Thanks so much, Susan. Yes, weather on everybody's mind. What's today's forecast going to be? This year we've got some great forecasting by the Rural Radio Network's Bill Boyer. So right now we'll toss it over to Bill for the weather.
Well, thanks, guys. Good morning out there at Husker Harvest Days. The nice day, really, of the Husker Harvest Days looks like it's going to be today for us, as windy conditions are coming tomorrow, and storms should hold off till after dark. That's the good news, but we could be dealing with a few gusty thunderstorms in here, especially late tomorrow night, kind of like we had overnight this morning. Cooler and breezy conditions coming on Thursday. It's definitely going to cool down for Thursday. Let's take a look at the Cornhusker State right now. We have low to mid 60s, even some low 70s. Lincoln, Beatrice, 70, 71 in Omaha. Back in the Panhandle, look at Chadron, just 50, 54 in Scotts Bluff right now. Here in central Nebraska, low to mid 60s for most of us this morning. Very comfortable conditions for the most part. Winds are fairly light out of the south, southeast at times. Primarily southerly winds under 10 miles an hour, so no issues in the wind department. Calm winds in Lexington. Let's take a look at what we've got coming up for the next few hours. Temperatures warm into the mid 60s by 8 o'clock. By lunchtime, sunshine near 80 degrees. And by the time the show closes later today, we'll be in the low 80s. Still partly cloudy skies. Nothing really happening out there weather-wise for today. As we look at Futurecast, we take through the day today. Off and on, partly cloudy skies. That's about it for us as we go through the lunch hour. Most of the Cornhusker State's going to be dry. Most of it will be dry throughout the day today. We're going to see some thunderstorms off in the Panhandle. Try to get formed tonight into early tomorrow morning. Otherwise, we don't have a whole lot happening. More thunderstorm activity looks to be coming Wednesday and then Wednesday night here across our region in central Nebraska. High temperatures today going to be pretty nice, upper 70s in Chadron and Scotts Bluff, low to mid 80s for us here in central Nebraska, low to mid 80s in eastern Nebraska as well. So for Husker Harvest Days today, partly cloudy skies. We're going to call it a high of 84. Winds out of the south-southeast at about 10 to 20 miles an hour. 2 more days to go on Husker Harvest Days. Late day thunderstorms. I think they're going to hold off till after dark on Wednesday. It is going to be windy at times tomorrow as well. Highs upper 80s to near 90 degrees. We're going to shave 10 degrees off that or more. Cooler conditions, some breezes as well, and highs on Thursday only in the upper 70s. So not a bad Husker Harvest Days. We've certainly had a lot worse. We'll keep an eye on those thunderstorms again. They should be well after the show, probably after dark tomorrow night. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Bill. And here is a live look at the Husker Harvest Days grounds, as this is the Sunrise Report. Catching the sunrise right over there at the Nebraska Farm Bureau booth next to our booth here. Susan?
It is an absolutely beautiful day in store for us, and there's nothing better than to start your day, take a few moments to reflect and see that sunrise coming up. And it is absolutely gorgeous this morning.
Bill says it's going to be one of the nicer days today. Got some wind coming tomorrow. I think you dubbed a ponytail alert day. Is that what you dubbed last year?
Yeah, so I think later this afternoon, it's definitely going to be a ponytail alert day. Tomorrow, be prepared. Have the ponytail ready to
I don't
go.
have my ponytail.
Both guys and gals.
I don't have my ponytail ready, so.
Well, we'll have to work on it.
Great day ahead here at Husker Harvest Days. Last year we did a segment where we talked about some food, we ate some, and we wanted to expand that this year for this Sunrise Report and feature really some of the booths and talk about where that money is going. So yesterday we had the opportunity to head over to one of them and do a little behind the scenes action as they were getting ready for the big show. They were open serving us, thankfully.
Thank God.
And they had some delicious burgers, but also this morning when we come back we'll have some of their breakfast sandwiches. But let's check out this morning's HHD Eats segment. Here we are at the Eagle's Nest. Jody has joined us. She is the president of the Wood River Booster Club, and we've got some burgers on the grill right now. This has got to be one of the most popular items here at Husker Harvest Days today, isn't it?
It is. It's our most popular item, but we have added a signature burger to our menu this year. And we are from the Wood River High School, and so many of you might know that we do have an alumni that is from Wood River, Scott Frost. And so we have added a Frosty burger this year to the menu, and that is a double bacon cheeseburger. So we're just asking you to come and try out our menu and see how great the food is.
The Frosty Burger, I love it. Let's head inside now and see how the magic happens as folks are putting everything together. Now, things are a little slower today because it is the day before the show officially kicks off as we record this segment. But tell us how many people will actually be working back here when things start firing up.
Yeah, so today is just a slower day. We're the only food vendor that will serve food. However, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we will have about 60 to 65 people that will be around the grounds and in this building on a hamburger line. So we're known to have really fast service and great food.
And the folks love that, of course. We had these burgers for lunch. Delicious as always. We appreciate that. Where's the money go from the funds that are raised here? That's one of the unique aspects of Husker Harvest Days.
Yes. All of our money here goes right back to the school. It goes right back to the students. Anything from if they go on a trip to DC, an educational trip, to uniforms, to leadership seminars, that is all covered and that does not have to come out of our school budget. So that is a nice thing. As you see, well, you won't see it today. We've got the people that are coming this next week are grandparents, parents, alumni, the mayor, you name it. Everybody that is in our community comes out here to volunteer, and we really appreciate it.
Well, good luck over the next few days, and thanks so much for the behind-the-scenes tour. We sure appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, anytime you can come to Husker Harvest Days and grab a great meal, but know that it's going to such a good cause, it makes you want to go back and maybe have an afternoon snack.
Oh, absolutely. And you can't beat the snacks here.
No.
Some of the best. Take a look at these breakfast sandwiches. We get the close-up cam. We've got a ham and a sausage that they prepared for us this morning.
Yeah, ham looks absolutely amazing. So does the sausage. But you know that it was made with love. There's a bunch of moms in there right now working hard to
The
make
mayor,
this
the folks that were volunteering that she was listing off, over 60 people helping get things out the door. That's incredible.
Well, that's what it takes to pull off a great fundraiser, which when you know the end result is some great opportunities for students.
So you can eat one? I'm going to eat one.
Yeah.
These things look delicious. And did you hear the Frosty Burger? I'm not sure if you're familiar with Scott Frost.
I've heard
He's
of
an
him.
alum of Wood River.
Yeah, so he's an alumni, but that's about all I know about him.
And dear old
kidding.
Nebraska U head football coach. Hopefully he's going to be able to turn things around. But yeah, they've got the Frosty Burger as their special this year, so you have to stop by. I think it's a double cheeseburger, a cheeseburger with bacon on top of it. So
You know, anytime you can feature bacon and pork and everything else, it's going to be a good day.
it's going to be a great day as I have my mouth full of food. Delicious.
That is amazing.
It's as good as it gets. They feed us well here at Husker Harvest Days. As soon as we wrap up this sunrise report, final thoughts from you on day number 1.
There's going to be a lot of things happening here at Husker Harvest Days. I'm going to do a plug for an event happening later this afternoon. Coming up at 1:30, if you get a chance, you know, we do that program called the Fontanelle Final Bell. Well, this afternoon you'll get the opportunity to watch the show take place live over at the Fontanelle booth at 1:30. And today it'll feature Mark Gold from Top Thirds. So come on over, join us, ask some questions, and of course come by our booth here as well at Husker Harvest Days.
Right at Lot 50.
Lot 50, we've got coffee, we've got water, we've got peanuts, we've got a chance for you just to interact and find out what the markets are doing and see what we're up to.
Of course, we want to add safe travels to everyone as you head out to the show. There's some construction this year, so be mindful of that. Look ahead as you plan your journey out to this great show.
Exactly. Thanks to the Nebraska State Patrol, who's been working early dawn this morning before the sun came up to already keep that traffic rolling good.
That'll be it for this morning's Sunrise Report, brought to you by the Nebraska Farm Bureau. We thank them for their sponsorship and thank you for